Hello and welcome to the Roy Rogers News Channel. Thank you so much for watching. And wow, today is the day that the Roy Rogers News Channel can cover the Johto region. Man, this region has a lot to offer. And I'm not just saying the region itself, because knowing the PokeMMO developers, they like to exceed expectations. So let's go ahead and read the update log and see what the Johto region has to offer. And we can do that right now. August 12th of 2023. Make sure to mark this day on your calendar in case you want to know what day the region has debuted. Alright. So, thank you so much, Robo Ball, for your promotional artwork. Hope I said your name correct. You do excellent art. Alright. So, HeartGold and SoulSilver. The Johto region is now available, featuring a new storyline with several bosses to challenge. This region requires a HeartGold or SoulSilver ROM to function. Players who have already installed these ROMs for visual changes do not need to do anything. For Johto, disobedience works separately from your badge count. While badges will increase your disobedience level along your journey, other key storyline events can too. You can receive a notification with your disobedience level changes, and you can always check it in your trainer card. To start this region's adventure, create a new character or visit the Theory Captain in your current location. Alright, before I move on to the other parts of this update log, I would like to talk briefly about this sentence right here. During the PTS, some people have complained that the game was way too easy. I don't know how they would complain that, but there are some avid people that complained about it, and as a result, the PokeMMO developers have taken action by this second sentence here. So, telling by how the PokeMMO developers have written this update log, it looks like the Johto region is going to be a lot harder than it was during the PTS. So for anyone that was complaining about the game's lack of difficulty, well, now you can have an increased difficulty. So now let's go ahead and dive into the Apricorns, shall we? And I hope I'm saying that name correct. Apricorns can be found in this region. These can be used to create several new classes of balls. Moon balls may be crafted for 1,000 Pokeyen plus a yellow Apricorn. These offer 4 times catch rate for species trees, which can be evolved with the Moonstone. Think of Clefairy or Mana in Unova. Alright, then you have Fastball. Fastballs may be created for 1,000 Pokeyen plus a white Apricorn. These offer 4 times catch rate for species with 100 base speed or higher. Alright, so in case you see a swarm of Starmie, this might be the ball to go to. Alright, and then we have Heavy Balls. May be crafted for 1,000 Pokeyen plus black Apricorn. These offer a catch rate with the following formula. 1 times for species with lower than 100 kilogram weight, and 2 times for species with below 200 kilograms of weight, and 3 times for species with below 300 kilograms of weight, and 4 times for species with greater than or equal to 100 kilograms of weight. Think of things like Steelix or the Snorlax. Alright, Friend Balls may be crafted for 1,000 Pokeyen plus a green Apricorn. These offer a catch rate of 2.5 times for species trees which have a happiness evolution in them. They can also greatly increase happiness to 78% upon capture. Wow, by golly, I need to get some of those friend balls. Lure balls may be crafted for 1.2k and a blue Apricorn. They offer a 4 times catch rate for encounters which occur with a fishing rod, including phenomena and special Feebas encounters. Alright, we have the Love Ball. Alright, there we go. Love Ball may be crafted for 1.35k plus a pink Apricorn. They offer an amazingly 8 times catch rate for encounters which are of the same species tree, but the opposite gender. These do not work against genderless species. Sorry, Starmie catchers, this is not going to work. And then we have the Level Ball. The Level Ball may be crafted for 1.35k plus a red Apricorn. These offer a 4x catch rate, or 4 times catch rate, for targets which are the same level as your active party members. Alright, there we go. So you might have certain Pokemon for certain captures. Alright, and now it looks like that the PokeMMO developers have inserted a brand new casino game known as Voltorb Flip. I remember this back in HeartGold and SoulSilver about a decade ago when I played HeartGold and SoulSilver. Actually, a little more than a decade ago. Alright, anyways. Voltorb Flip is a mini game which can be found in the Goldenrod Game Corner. Players who win a level 8 of this minigame will receive an exclusive reward. Alright, looks like a hat vanity. Special encounters can occur using Headbutt on trees in Johto. Once disturbed, these trees will need to be left alone for a while before a new encounter can occur. Mount Silver is an optional endgame which can be visited after defeating every Elite Four in every single region and completing the National OT Dex. Exclusive rewards await inside. Whoa. The National OT Dex requirement only applies to species which are normally visible. It does not include special monsters which are time limited, such as Shaman, nor the overworld legendary events. Special surprises await. Now, before I continue, there has been a development that has taken place for Mount Silver. In fact, there was a certain guy on Discord, his name is Terrano D. Decal. Hope I said your name correct. And this was on one of the Discord servers. So here's a bit of an update about Red. Just so we are all aware, sorry for the slight Johto spoiler, the Red fight that you can do will be repeatable on a weekly basis. It is recommended to use 100% Rich's Charm and a Battle Point Charm before fighting him on the first try for the juicy rewards. It has been confirmed to also be nerfed after the first initial fight. As to how much, we do not know, but we can assume that it's a higher amount than Maramoto and Cynthia due to the difficulty spike. With that being said, please enjoy your time with Johto and stay Johtoing. Alright, and he sent a screenshot of Rach with her response here. Yes, but the cooldown is long, a week IRC. You can use charms. I wanted to let everybody know about that, and let's go ahead and go back to the initial update coverage. Let's go ahead and dive into the general, shall we? The stack size for items has been increased from 99 to 9,999. Wow! This change also allows purchasing up to 999 of an item while interacting with the mart and crafting up to 999 of some items, e.g. mysterious gems, at a time. By golly, for anyone that is a frequent fighter in PvP, this is probably one of the best things you've heard in this update log. And players can now choose specific slots, automatically changing depending on your party members or special monsters to follow them. Dream Balls are now available in some marts. Whoa. These offer a 4x catch rate for targets which have been sleeping for at least 2 turns. Nice. Alright. Daily events in Unova and Sinnoh now work properly. Oh wow, I'm really looking forward to hearing about what those daily events are. The GTL UI has received a refresh, improving mobile navigation, adding controller support, and showing more relevant information when browsing monsters. New alpha swarms have been spotted in the wild for all regions, and I have a little notepad telling me what all the alpha Pokemon are thus far as the time of this taping. Voltorb, Electrode, Vulpix, Ninetales, Sneasel, Weavile, Miltank, Fungus, and Among Us. Alright, there we go. And there might be more, depending on the alpha swarms tomorrow, so stay tuned in the game for more on that. Trade with item evolutions can now use their items the same way as evolution stones. Oh, I like that. Other changes. Common events and PvP items, including vanities, can now be tossed from your inventory. Matchmaking reward monsters now allow the selection of all moves instead of egg moves like tournament rewards. Matchmaking's statistics page is now separate from the matchmaking sign-up page. This change also allows players to easily compare different tiers information pages. The default time limit for advanced duels is now 60 minutes. When using an item in battle, duplicate entries are now consolidated to one selection. And Metal Sound for Voltorb now uses the special type learn group. When I saw Metal Sound in Voltorb's learn group as an egg move, I was a bit concerned, but I'm glad that the PokeMMO developers have turned Metal Sound from an egg move into a special type learn group, meaning that Voltorb can learn it via battle points. Charm effect countdowns now show during mobile battle screen. Oh, that's great. And now we have the gift shop. So let's go ahead and see what's going on in the gift shop, shall we? Cue up the standard Roy Rogers News gift shop theme right now. All right. So Warpool and Headbutt Ocaronas are now available. I'm probably going to purchase them. And Cherish Balls are now available. All right, that's awesome. Shiny Charms are now permanently available. Wow. Players with 7-day, 15-day, or 13-day donor status now enjoy an extra plus 5% money upon winning battles against trainers. This modifier stacks with others like Rich's Charm. Oh, that's great. And the XP Reamplifier's XP distribution mechanism has changed. When activated, this item splits 25% of total XP gained amongst the active participants, with the rest being split among the whole party. Each party member also gains an additional plus 5% of the total XP. And then we have the premium lore. Premium lore's change to modify encounters have been increased. Encounter rate modification is now plus 25% from plus 20%. Lure exclusive encounters are now plus 10% from 8%. The chance to increase the size of encounters in double battles or hordes have been increased to 25% from plus 20%. Sorry if I'm kind of stuttering a little bit. I'm a bit excited to dive into the update. So my apologies for my excitement here. The Aurora Beast main, the Thunder Beast Dapo, and the Volcano Beast Wings are now available for a limited time. Alright, so there's our lovely Raikou, Suicune, and Entei vanities, so feel free to purchase them if you would like. Alright, so now let's go ahead and dive into the balancing. A lot of people have been wondering what is going to happen with sharpness. Well, the PokeMMO developers have an answer to your concern. Sharpness damage modifier for slicing moves has been reduced from 1.5 times to 1.3 times. Gallade has been re-enabled for overused tiers, and Repeat Balls functionality has changed. Repeat Balls now start at 1 times catch rate. For each successive capture of the same species, even if not using a Repeat Ball, the catch rate increases by 0.1 times, up to a maximum of 2.5 times. This catch rate resets to 1 times if you are capturing a different species. Alright. Its price has been reduced to 1,250 Pokeyen. Heal Ball's price has been reduced to 300 Pokeyen. Nest Ball's price has been reduced to 1,000 Pokeyen. Luxury Ball's functionality has changed. Luxury Balls now offer a catch rate of 2 times for species which have a happiness evolution in them. They still passively increase happiness gained from normal action. Dive Ball's catch rate has been increased to 3.5 times, its price has been reduced to 1.2k, and Nest Ball's catch rate has been increased to 3.5 times. Its price has been reduced to 1.35k. Players are now limited to using 4 items from their bag in most PvE trainer battles. Alpha Swarms now fight back harder with special mechanics for some scenarios. Alright, I tried to sound a little bit like a WWE wrestler. Not sure if I was successful or not. So now let's go ahead and dive into bug fixes. There are 2 categories for bug fixes. So let's go ahead and dive into that, shall we? So we're going to read the bug fixes for the game server first, and then we're going to read the bug fixes for the client. Fixed imposters targeting during multi-battles. Fixed copycat copying self-inflicted confusion damage. Fixed an issue where U-turn or Volt Switch would not grant XP upon fainting a wild opponent if the battle ended immediately. Fix an issue where items could be destroyed during wild encounters in rare circumstances. Items are now returned to their original party members after the battle ends. Alright, I've noticed that in Alpha Swarms, pretty much what you would do is you would try to trick the lagging tail, and then when you catch the Alpha Pokemon, or if you kill the Alpha Pokemon, then that Alpha Pokemon has the lagging tail. So I'm glad that the PokeMMO developers have fixed that bug. Let's go ahead and continue rating the bug fixes. Fix an issue where if an opponent switches in and you explode them, you won't gain XP in some cases. Fixed redundant broadcasting of weather suspension effects, Cloud9, etc. in multi-battle and hordes. Fix an issue where an Encore won't interrupt Focus Punch. Ghost Type Curse can now be redirected by Follow Me or Rage Powder. Fix an issue where Present would play the wrong animation during damaging attacks. So for context here, when I was fighting against Delibird and Delibird threw a Present and the glitter was there, it was kind of confusing for some people when the Pokemon took some damage because that wasn't supposed to happen. What's supposed to happen is the other animation, that is the bomb animation. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue the update log here. So fix an issue where Knockoff could remove items before they activated. Wow, alright. Fix an issue where Psych Up would not display stat changes correctly in a monster's tooltips after casting. Fix an issue where Clear Body, etc. would broadcast their presence if a move used against them were lower than 100% effect accuracy, e.g. Clear Body versus Shadow Ball. Fix an issue where Life Orb's recoil would still activate if Staff Sipper absorbed the attack. Fix an issue where White Herb would not be consumed upon Intimidate. Fix an issue where some berries, e.g. Oka berries, wouldn't be suppressed correctly by the Unnerve ability. Wonderskin will now broadcast its ability indicator if it's responsible for a missed move. Fix an issue where if a player fought against another player who was currently holding an Overworld Legendary, but they already fought another player with that Overworld Legendary in a previous spawn, they would receive reduced rewards for winning. Players who have Overworld Legendaries will now automatically drop them if entering into an instanced map, e.g. the Elite Four of each region or Heart Home Gym. Fix an issue where when encountering wild Alpha Swarms, held items which were consumed, such as Focus Sash, would not actually be consumed if the Alpha was not captured. This also fixes an issue where if you stole a held item from a wild Alpha and ran away, it would respawn with a new held item. Fix an issue where players could not sign up for matchmaking while inside the secret base. Zen mode no longer applies itself upon battle start and battle slot activation for rotation battles. Fix an issue where when using a non-stab multi-target move against a boss, the damage cap would be lower than intended. Fixed an issue where XP candies would only consider the region the character logged into when evaluating XP limits. Fix an issue where if an alpha swarm started at end of an in-game day, its consumption would roll over to the next days. Fix an issue where when disconnecting during starter selection in Sinnoh, a default selection would occur instead of cancellation. And the gift Porygon in Sinnoh has been re-enabled. Alright, there we go. So everyone watching old classic Roy Rogers New Sinnoh episodes, now you can be able to partake in getting that gift Porygon again. So now we're going to read the bug fixes for the client. Fix an issue where players could still move in the world if the hatching animation were playing. Fix an issue where some sound effects, e.g. fireworks, vanity triggerbles, would play even if the window were unfocused and the mute audio while the window is unfocused setting were toggled on. Fix an issue where if a monster activated Pickpocket, think of Pokemon like Sneasel and Weavile, while their moves priorities was boosted with a Quick Claw, their held items would be shown as a bunch of question marks during the message's playback. Fix an issue where sprites in hatching, move learning, and evolution renders wouldn't respect the same scaling options as in battle. Fix an issue where when gaining HP EVs during battle, active team members wouldn't have their max HP updated correctly. Fix an issue where some parts of PC slots wouldn't be interactable with a mouse. Fix an issue where some berry healing animations in battle, e.g. berry juice, wouldn't always play on the correct target. Fixed an issue where texture coloring was slightly muted in NDS regions. Fixed an issue where user commands, e.g. /ping, would be rejected if used in team chat when not in a team. Fix an issue where when using high DPI fonts with odd UI scalings, e.g. 125%, some UIs would not render text correctly. Mobile UI. Fix an issue where chat couldn't be closed when many tabs or long tab names were configured. Fix an issue where the dex wouldn't show seasonal data correctly for some species. Fix an issue where in multi-battles when attempting to cancel an action, if a previous slot was locked into an action, e.g. continuous use moves, queued actions couldn't be canceled. Improved character rendering when characters change direction, and fix an issue where page navigators in some UIs, such as the GTL, would show invalid entries. And more! I love the fact that the PokeMMO developers added the and more. And Q has written a very important update here for Friday. This server maintenance has delisted all RP vouchers from the global trade link to prevent sellers' items from being bought at undervalued prices. The changelog has been updated with an additional note for the XP re-amplifier's changed mechanics. Thank you so much, Q. And this goes to show that the PokeMMO developers care about the little guy. So thank you so much, Q, for delisting all those RP vouchers so that way people are not being taken advantage of. You know what? We're going to go ahead and click that OK right now. I am so glad that the PokeMMO developers have exceeded expectations. Thank you again to the PokeMMO developers. And on that note, I look forward to doing a Johto walkthrough in the next video. So this is the Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment and subscribe to the channel, like the content that you see here. And this is the Roy Rogers News Channel signing off. Fast, accurate, unbiased, Roy Rogers News. There we go. The signature Roy Rogers News by YouTube that I've been doing since the debut of this channel.